has the arrow in his head? What? Like, yeah, it's super weird. Like, they just met each other once. Show and tell. Hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching Fruits Basket Reboot Season 2, Episode 5. And I have no clue what this is about from the title. Maybe Uwa. In the last episode, we saw that Haru was broken up. Like, Rin broke up with Haru, and it was like a secret relationship that they had. We also know that Rin got hurt really bad and was put in the hospital, and we're assuming, I guess, that it's Akito did something to her. Of course, because Akito does everything to everyone. Like, it's insane. Like, everyone who gets hurt, everyone everywhere gets hurt, and it's like, not everyone everywhere gets hurt, but all those who get hurt in the sohmas, it's because of Akito, and there are a lot of them. There's like a growing list. Like, anyway. And then we saw Yuki making the steps to change, and actually checking up on Haru, and being really sweet, and yeah. Let's get into this episode. Fallen insta-love. Check out my Patreon to get ahead on Fruits Basket reactions. I posted episode 10 of season 2, which is a pretty big one. But most importantly, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you do, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to let me know. Don't forget to support the original content, and let's get into it. Yeah, it is, right? It is. Ooh. I like his voice. How old is this guy? Love at first sight. I'm not loving this relationship. I mean, I know from the manga that I don't love this relationship, but maybe it will be different here. I mean, so far it's not too bad. Yeah, I just don't like that that it's like super instant lovey kind of. But it's a little sweet. I mean, from his point of view, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember how it was in the manga exactly. Just that I was just like, okay. Yeah, a lot of adults don't do that. Everyone's so... Oh, okay. She totally like decides if she's gonna fail or not. Huge man. You said that. Yeah, just in the clumsiness. Walk. Yuki's just like really he really picks fights with him. He has good points, but yeah. What the fuck are you doing? Who did that? Who did that? I don't understand. Who's who have said a whole bucket over Kyou's? Fight on this. Well, it's bad. It's an interesting way for sure. What is this? What is this place? It's super wide. Like, when I was in a haunted house, it was super like narrow. Shame. Yeah, good point, Momiji. Momiji's like, ha! Wow, that's the whole story right there for this one little guy. He has the arrow in his head? What? and the bald head. Okay, but I guess you can shave that way. Wow. I don't think that's how it works in her house. You just stay and talk forever. But it took you really long to get here. And that's like, okay. I think he knew about. I think he knew about this. What the hell? Oh my god, it's so funny. How old is Kureno? Like, yeah, it's super weird. Like, they just met each other once in their life. And I guess they were very moved by each other, but... Yeah. I do like his voice, though. It's a very attractive voice.
し一緒にどう？
とろろそば今マイブーム。あんたも何食べっか考えとけよ。とろろとろろ。ねえ、クレノさんはなんか用事があってあそこ歩いてたの？
違うよ。ただフラフラしてただけ。特に。
Yeah, he seems super older than her. Like maybe not super older, but a little older. She's a student. Yeah. Okay, you do realize. No.
だってじゃあ今時コンビニで物買ったことねえなんて26で男で
無駄なことだから定められた通り生活して仕事してる。
無駄
だから逆に今日みたいな暇をもらうと
そういう生活って幸せ
何不自由なく満ち足りていて
Comfortable and content. That is like happy.
こいつって時々すごく
Sad.
そうに笑うんだ。
Oh my.
私とあんたはその無駄な時間に会えたんだけどな。
What are you doing?
私
Oh wow, there are a few of them.
ずっとあんたに会いたかったから。だから嬉しかったけどな。
Like he's drawn really young. He doesn't look that old, but he is.
アリサ待って。
いきなし呼び捨てかこんちくしょう。
だって
私は今ガンガンに怒ってんだ。
俺も会いたかったんだ。思い返していたんだ。
そっか。
照れてる。
黙れ。
Wow, we're already on a kicking basis.
ちゃんと笑った。
Oh. Wow, okay, I'm really not feeling the story. Yeah, I knew I had a problem with the Kureno and Mutani, and I still do. What the fuck? Are you like it's way too intense, way too, like, off the bat.
私がトロロ臭かったっつうんか。
You're...
もしかして最初持ち？そんなんだったら全部。
I mean, he's 9 years older than you, and you're in high school.
寂しい。大丈夫。花島。トールに彼氏ができたら初デートは絶対邪魔しに行くぞ。もちあたぼうよ。
What?
感動？
Huh?
お化け屋敷。
思い出しただけでも。
ずいぶん変わった。
夏休みが始まってここまでウキウキワクワクするのは初めてかもなのです。
君をずっとそばでその唇に。
Oh god, this feels so wrong. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
おかえり、クレノ。
No way, he's part of the sohmas. I mean, that is a weird coincidence.
大丈夫だよ、アキト。
Yeah, I don't even remember what Kureno even does. Or what the hell is going on there. I mean, he's just staying there anyway. Like he said, he just does what he's ordered to do. I don't like them. Kureno comes across as a very kind, very sweet person. I don't have a problem with him, you know. And I kind of get like, you know, why Utani feels so much for him. I guess because he reminds her of Tooru, and then it's just, I don't know, she just kept thinking about him and stuff. And he was like, it really liked her laugh. So yeah, sure. But I mean, the age gap is, it's not even the gap itself. Like, fine, but like she's in high school and he knows it. Like he said it right off. Like he recognized that she's in high school, and it's just like, and she thinks, is this even legal? Like it's nothing. I mean, I know it's like a thing that happens a lot in shoujo manga, that there's some kind of fantasy of young girls with older men, but I don't subscribe. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't remember where. Oh, yeah, I read the manga for the first time in high school, and I don't remember that it bothered me that much at the time. So, I mean, it definitely could be a thing that younger girls just kind of, like, they don't see the problem with it. It's just, I don't know. But honestly, the first time I read the manga, it just kind of flashed by because I was so. It was the first time that I realized there was a manga, I didn't even know a manga was a thing. And then I was like, and I really love Fruits Basket. And I was like, oh wow, there's a whole story. Like, it continues, the story continues. And I read it so fast. I just like sat for a few days and just read it without stop. Like, I was, so anyway, I don't think I even like really stopped to really linger on moments or whatever, or think about them. Or whatever, I don't remember. But the second time I read the manga, when I was a little older, not a little, quite a few years older, I did not love this part with Utani. Like, I was kind of hoping maybe the anime, they would do something a little different with it, but they didn't. It's just like, first off, it's like way too intense off the bat. Like, okay, I said I understand, but it's still like, it's insta love. And I just, okay. And then, even if the reasons, like, you get, the reasons are sweet, like, okay, he reminds her of her best friend, and she, and she laughs, and he, like, they'll laugh or something. But it's like, oh my god, I saw you this one time in my convenience store, and now I can't stop thinking about you, and now I saw you in the street, so I ran after you, and I pulled you by, by the collar, by your collar, like, I was so... And I told him, like, I mean, okay, it's a good thing they both had, like, I guess, a mutual reaction that way. But, like, whoa, okay. And it was, like, totally, and he was, like, he just turned and he was like, oh, it's you. I'm so happy that you came back to me. Like, what? I mean, obviously, Kureno has, like, he never goes out, barely ever. And he's, like, and he's so used to his life being the way it is, and he doesn't do anything, out of the ordinary. Like, anything else is pointless, kind of. At least that's what he was taught, I guess. And he just, like, he does everything for Akito, it seems. Like, the Akito is, like, a reveal at the end that I already knew. So, and I mean, Kureno does appear at the opening song, so maybe people who don't know will also figure it out. But then again, also, like, there's, like, this kind of line of people walking, in the opening song, and it's like all the sohmas, but it's also Utani and Hana and Tooru, I think. So it doesn't have to be a sohma. So I guess it would just be like, oh yeah, that's the guy, but you wouldn't know. But in the ending song, I think we see chicken. Anyway, a rooster. I mean, anyway, I don't know. I just don't like there. I mean, I don't feel much for it. Like, it gives me the ick because of the age gap and the whole high school thing and the whole illegal thing. And then it's like, and even if that wasn't a factor, I think I would just be like, if that wasn't a factor, I wouldn't hate it. I would just be like, okay, I don't feel that much for you. I will say though, and I did mention it, that his voice is very, I don't know, I just really like his voice. I don't know if it's extreme, like, I don't think it's like I know it from somewhere else. I'm not sure. But I just really like it. It's so kind, it's so calm, it's so like, wow. I really like his voice, but yeah. And I mean, overall, I'm like, he seems like a really nice person. I just like, okay, whatever. The Honda house, though, was so funny. And Haru just, did a great job. And the fact that, Yuki and Kyou are just like, you can really see, I think it started in the last episode too. We see like this rivalry between Yuki and Kyou, like it was always there, obviously. But now it's become a little bit more rivalry about her relationship to Tooru. Like suddenly they realize, oh, we have this relationship with Tooru and this, and like both of us, and it just kind of, like we might want more of or something, and we kind of stand in each other's way. It had something like, they're starting to realize that things can continue the way they do, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't think they're thinking romantic at the moment, exactly, or at least they're not telling themselves that, but they're definitely feeling like some kind of like, protectiveness, possessiveness, and they kind of like, okay, what are you, like, what is, like... Like, you want to be by her side? Why are you here too? What's going on? Like, how... Because before we were just like... They were just kind of the three of them. Sometimes there were like the two of them. But, it didn't seem like a rivalry over Tooru. And now it feels a little bit like it's getting there, Yuki has a way I said this before, but Kyou just complains or does something, and then Yuki picks at him. Like Yuki, like usually Kyou isn't. I'm not sure if I'm right about this, but usually Kyou isn't the one to start the fight. It's Yuki who's like. He just kind of says something and then moves on, like he doesn't give a shit, and it's like, and he knows it will immediately piss Kyou off. Like Kyou isn't innocent in this, but Kyou usually, if I'm not mistaken, usually doesn't start anything, or well, at least obviously at the beginning when we were just introduced, he was like, okay, fight me. He has this thing where he's like, okay, fight me, but. Beyond that, though, just like in a regular day-to-day, I don't think he usually doesn't like. I mean, it's like not his personality. Like Yuki just has a way of instigating things and just kind of like just kind of poking and then walking away. Kind of, and Kyou is just like not that subtle. He's just like, okay, you're gonna annoy me. I'm going to like fight you, but he doesn't think of like he doesn't have these really sly remarks that just like he knows pushes about, like he knows that, for instance, Yuki hates being called a girl or like being compared to whatever, but he doesn't use it. Even when he uses that, he doesn't use it in a way to see like, oh, or just like to say it to annoy Yuki, like on purpose. I feel like he says it because he knows it's annoying to Yuki in general, like, and he just kind of like automatically, as soon as he thinks about Yuki, he's like, oh, I'm going to say this annoying thing. But it's not like, oh, Yuki just said something, I'm going to say, call him a girly Yuki or something. I don't know. I'm not sure about this. Could be that there are times when Kyou is just like, for no reason, just starts something, but usually it comes from Yuki's like direction. I mean, it fits their personality. Like, again, Kyou is not subtle and doesn't know what that means. Anyway, but it's funny because Yuki, he has a lot of points about what he says, but he's like, oh, you're so childish, the way that you just like that's what's childish about you, the way you just immediately want to fight or immediately get so worked up over something. But like the fact that Yuki always kind of always says those things, like Kyou wasn't even talking to him and Yuki's just like, oh, you're so childish, don't call others childish or something, like that's kind of childish too, I have to say, but I like it. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, I can't help but not like this episode as much because it focuses on Yutani Kureno. I just can't get behind them. But, it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top patrons: Betty and Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Stone Tree, Tieranor, Michael Gabriel, and Hyakugan. And to the rest of my amazing patrons, without whose support I would never be able to do any of this. Thank you so much.